Okay. So kids, we want to um, let you know these past few months have had us all inside. But just remember, we're all being heroes in our own way by staying inside and flattening the curve. So tonight, we have a great story called The Angry Butterfly. Now, before we get there, we want to introduce ourselves. So welcome back to Read2Me TT Bedtime Series. Now, I hope you all are ready for another fun bedtime story. Are you ready for a fun bedtime story, boys and girls? I can't hear you. So this is going to be my signal to let you know that I want to hear you. So this is me saying, I want to hear you. Are you ready for another fun story? Let me hear you. All right. So let me introduce myself. And my name is Uncle Kymone tonight. I live in the U.S., in the state of Florida, but I am from Trinidad and Tobago. In fact, I'm from a place in Trinidad called Belmont in Port of Spain. I live in Florida. I have a wife, and we have 3 teenage children, and I also have 3 nieces. All right, so I am super excited to share this evening. I want to introduce my co-host, Auntie Alia. Can you introduce yourself and tell them about you?
I can absolutely do that. Hi again, Uncle Kymone. My name, boys and girls, is Alia, and I am from Tobago. And I have been living in the US for a couple years now. Right now, I'm living in Chicago, and I live here with my husband and my 3 beautiful girls. They are 7, 5, and 1-year-old, so babies, not teenagers.
All right, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we are going to have a great time this evening. Kids, we've all been inside these past few months. We're being heroes in our own way by staying inside and flattening the curve. And tonight, we have a great story called The Angry Butterfly.
Yes, Uncle Kymone, this beautiful book was written by a Trinidadian author named Kerwyn Joseph, and several of his stories will be read throughout this week right here on Read2Me TT.
All right. Now, if you're ready for us to read the story, let me hear you say yes. I didn't hear you. Did you hear them, Auntie Alia?
I'm not hearing them. They have to be a little...
Okay. They have to say a lot louder, okay?
Yeah.
So are you ready for us to tell the story? Say yes. Oh, that was better. One more time. Let's try it one more time. Are you ready for us to tell the story?
Yes.
All right.
That was a nice one. Yes.
All right. So let's get to our story. All right. The Angry Butterfly by Kerwyn R. Joseph. Hello, special person. How do you do? If you're sitting next to someone, that's a special person too. Put on your imagination hats. Let's float like clouds in the wind. As we look for our next adventure, are you ready? Let's begin.
In a strawberry cottage on a street whose name is too hard to say, there lives a lovely little girl whose daddy named her Faye. And I can tell you the name of that street. It's a very, very long name, but I will tell you. It's Apple Dimple, Melon Twinkle, Orange Wrinkle, Mango Sprinkle, Butter Biscuit, Cookie Cutter Lane. I hope I got it right.
Wasn't that a long name? Her smile is made of sunshine that brightens the morning every day. Faye loves to skip and dance and run and sing and romp and play.
Faye loves using her imagination, as I imagine all children do. Now, here's a little secret just between you and me. Even though they may not say it, grown-ups have imaginations too. You will see.
Mm-hmm. Faye loves pretty things like flowers on the trees. She loves lovely things like the birds nesting in the leaves. Faye loves colorful things. So it really is no surprise to learn that one of her favorite things are lovely, fluttery butterflies. Who else loves butterflies? Okay,
Definitely.
okay.
Running through the field, she had a brilliant thought one day. Faye thought, butterflies are so pretty. They would make the best of friends to play. With her hand on her chin, she wondered, wouldn't it be great if with all the little creatures I could communicate?
Faye went to bed that night with this one thought on her mind. If I could talk to the little creatures, I would have a marvelous time. I would look for the prettiest butterfly anyone had ever seen. That's the one, I'm sure, who would want to be my friend.
So, Faye woke up the next morning feeling a little strange. She paused for a while, looked around her room, and saw that nothing had really changed. Breakfast came and went, and all of her morning chores were done. Now she was free to go outside and have some fun.
Faye burst through the front door with her eyes bright and wide. Suddenly she stopped. I can't remember it being this loud outside. She stuck her fingers in her ears, wiggled them, and pulled them out. With a confused face, she listened. She could hear the little creatures scampering about.
Faye could not believe it. It seems her dreams had come true. Then, as if by magic, she saw the most gorgeous butterfly and whispered, "It's you." It fluttered and it floated till it finally came to rest. I wonder, kids, can you tell me what you think happened next?
Okay, what else? Okay, okay. Faye marveled at all the colors, red and yellow, orange and blue. There were colors she didn't know, and there was some green in there too. She walked up feeling confident and said,
Hello, how are you?
but with an angry face, the pretty butterfly demanded, can you move?
As he flew away, she thought, something must have gone wrong. She waited for it to land, and this time she said, "Hello, my name is Faye." Angrily the butterfly shouted,
Can't you see I'm busy? Why don't you go away? By now, Faye was very puzzled. The pretty butterfly seemed mean, and she couldn't tell why. She just wanted to be nice and make a new friend to play. Slowly, she walked behind the pretty butterfly, but it just kept on its way.
Whenever Faye got too close, she would get a very angry stare. "What an awful day I'm having," Faye whimpered, "and no one seems to care." Faye had hardly even noticed the gentle flutter by her face. A blue and yellow butterfly landed on her shoulder and said,
Hello, my name is Grace. While Faye was chasing after the angry butterfly, a friendly butterfly was chasing after her.
"Hello, Grace," she said, wiping a few tears from her eyes. "My name is Faye."
I know, replied Grace. I see you every day. You always look so happy. And yesterday, before the daylight did end, I told a little fairy, I wish we could be friends.
So off they went, fluttering and skipping to all the creatures they could meet. With a kind hello and introduction, they approached all the little creatures on the street. Some of them were angry, some were naughty, some were kind, some of them were warm and friendly, some were rude and very cold.
In the end, Faye learned a valuable lesson, which we all do well to learn. You can't tell what someone is like from their color or their size or from their flutter, flight, and twirls. It's best to just give a warm hello and then see how it goes.
Faye continued to say hello to Angry Butterfly every day. She did not stop being nice to anyone, but she chose nice friends to play. So if you meet an angry butterfly, just remember little Faye. There may always be not so nice people, but don't let that stop you from making a nice friend today.
The end. Now, boys and girls, wasn't that a great story? I can't hear you. Right. I want you to do me a favor. Let's do me a favor and just put your hands together for Auntie Alia. What a great story. And she was such an awesome, I just enjoyed reading with you, Auntie Alia.
Same here, Uncle Kymone. We had a great time. I loved reading the story with you too.
Yes, the angry butterfly. Now, boys and girls, what would you like to hear a story about next? Okay.
Ah, yeah, good ideas.
Stories, because listening to stories are fun. And so tell your parents if they could even type in some topics down below of some stories they want Read2Me TT to keep on doing. So just type some of the stories you want to hear about, some of the things you want to hear about. Just type them down in there. Type them down so that we can know some of the stories you want to hear about as they continue to do this every night before bedtime. So we'll wait for you to type some of your answers. And as you're typing, why don't you try telling your own adventure stories, right? You can take your imagination for a spin and a twirl, and yours may be the next great story to make people smile from all around the world. Someone said Goldilocks. Okay.
Oh, that sounds like a great one.
Yes. What else? What other stories would you like to hear stories about as they do Read2Me TT every night? What are some other stories you want to hear about? We'll wait.
And kids, remember, I mean, every one of us has so many great ideas. Sometimes you might think that, oh, somebody else is going to think about that, or I don't have a good imagination. But you know what? Everybody has interesting thoughts, that interesting ideas about stories they might want to hear, something that you're interested in. So just give it a shot. Type in all the ideas of something that you want to hear about, and maybe we will get it tomorrow night or the night after that, right before bed.
All right. So I saw also some of my nieces are on. I want to say hello to, I said hello to Sadie earlier. I want to say hello to Sarah and to Kaylee.
Oh, orangutan is scared. I don't know that one.
Oh, woo. That sounds like a really exciting story.
Yes, it does.
Read that one. Okay. All right. Any other stories, kids? We'd love to know the stories you want to hear. Mm-hmm. And parents, thank you so much for bringing your children to Read2Me TT. Make sure you're following them so that you'll know where the next stories are going to be tomorrow. So you just go to their Instagram. It's Read2Me TT. Just look it up. Read2Me_TT. All right. And kids, thanks again for joining us for Read2Me's nightly bedtime series. I hope you had fun reading with us because we had fun.
We had a great time. It was lovely reading to everybody. I hope you guys come back tomorrow night to listen to another bedtime story from Read2Me_TT.
All right. So before you go, it's really important that you listen to us. Are you listening? Auntie Ali, you want to share anything as we're closing, some closing thoughts that we have here?
It's just really something that Uncle Kymone and I want to say to you guys is that you know, I hope everybody's listening. Are you listening, boys and girls? Yeah?
Okay, I think they are.
Very important. Do you want to be little superheroes? Do you want to be little superheroes? Yeah? Well, here is what you can do to help. Wash your hands with soap and water, of course. And we want you guys to sing happy birthday 2 times so
Okay.
that we'll know that you've washed your hands long enough. Keep your hands out of your mouth and remind mommy, daddy, granny, grandpa, everybody to wear their masks if they are going out.
Awesome. We can do this. Why? Because we're in this together. And I just want to wave my flag one more time before we leave. So see you tomorrow, kiddies, for a brand new story with 2 new readers. We've had a great time. We're going to wave goodbye, and we expect you to wave goodbye as well. So let's get all the waving going.
Bye. Good night, boys and girls. Sleep well. And
All right.
back tomorrow.
All right. Bye-bye.